welcome everyone to another round 2 matchup. This one ought to be exciting with the way round 2's been going so far, really back and forth with close matches. We've got Evo and Captain Murder taking on Sardonic Jester and Captain Skaba, so it's a battle of the captains here. I've got a co-caster joining me today. It's Ryze.
Hey everybody, how are you?
We'll be watching from the perspective of Evo, so we can criticize his play and make sure that he feels diminished and unimportant.
Right off the start, he doesn't have enough aura to use his vacuum wall.
Yeah, what kind of guy runs 2 vacuum walls in a simulate anyway?
True.
It's amateur hour.
Oh, a boost mine. Hopefully that makes up for that grievous sin of so many fucking high-cost skills.
No, I kind of like rewriting that. I like the idea that they're high skills.
High school skills?
Yeah, that sounds about right with Evo, too. Just running high school.
Oh, he misses with that ice sword there. Yeah, he really was. A few dodges and a few good shield blocks.
I gotta say, this start is looking pretty good for them right now, too. Definitely favoring Murder and Evo at the moment. Although I think that was a hungry Evo.
Yeah, I think so. Looked like it.
The ice sword there.
Yep, walked right into it.
He's getting low on usage, but he's got another attack up there. We saw that he was blast with the
Oh, that's the Hungry Demon. Oh, combo with the Rian and the Lightning Sword.
The Lightning Sword, too.
That was a nice little combo there. It was nasty.
I haven't seen anybody use Hungry Demon effectively since Madman back in the day, and even he can't pull it off in these situations.
I saw Murder run it a bunch in a few pickups. It can be really useful. It can be more consistent than a lack.
Another return to nature. That's true, I did see Murder use it fairly recently. Oh, he's getting tagged hard by the Rians, too.
Oh, he is. Those are doing some work. At least they're not buffed up Rians anymore.
Well, I think it was actually, they weren't buffed up to begin with.
Oh, that's right. No, okay. That's true. Good cartwheels on the blaster from Scout Boss. Yeah, I see that. Alright, Laser Blaster and Flame Sword on Evo now. Has a bit of a mix of all ranges. Just gonna try and spam Jester out a little bit.
He's really vulnerable to that too. I don't know if that's or not.
I don't think.
He's got a shield off bench. Getting a little greedy here.
Ooh, Ska's only shield is a fortress. He's gonna be really susceptible to that laser spam.
Another turbulent. Yeah, Ska's now where he should be, honestly.
Oh, and yep, to the fortress. That was a clutch block with the fortress there, but he does get hit in the back from the other Rian.
Jester does take a hit there. Skyboss, gotta be careful. He's caught with the chance now.
Yep. Again, that laser pressure could just do work if Evo gets in the right spot.
Good hit.
They're not going for the pickup. Ooh, trading some Rians.
Oh, he got the manual in the face.
Oh, okay, he did get the revive. Do the iframes there. Oh, spamming Jester now with the vibration laser.
Skyboss has got to get out of there. He's got another shield. That could be a flash hold.
Oh, a glacial wall.
Just as good.
Oh yeah. As long as he doesn't have it break against that blaster, he'll be fine.
He's a cartwheeler. As long as he's playing smart, he should be able to keep it.
Absolutely.
Lightning Sword could come in clutch here, though, and take it.
Yep.
He's still got the fortress, so hopefully he's on his game.
Oh, missed with the first lightning sword. Oh, he does catch it. Well, he gets one of them. Was that the glacial wall?
Yes, it was.
Ah.
Takes the lowest cost shield.
I didn't know that's how that worked, actually. Interesting. Oh. I thought it had something to do with frequent use, whatever you used frustration.
I also noticed it was on his B button. It always takes the lowest cost shield.
Gotcha. Breans are going to pick
Can they stop
Evo.
it? Murder's going
Oh!
down. He's got it. He's got it.
Oh.
He
Oh, he has it.
Ska Boss has no
Wow.
attacks.
5 capsules to go. Both of them. And no attacks on either of their hands. Oh, Scott picked up one. Oh, the manual laser. Yep. Again, that laser pressure could just be really deadly right now. Oh, good execute and pick up. Ooh.
A good freeze.
Yeah, absolutely.
The block, cartwheel, block, and then catch the freeze. That was really
Chose exactly what he needed to as well. Didn't get that glacial wall torn apart by the blaster. Although now, Evo has a vibration.
Is this gonna happen?
Oh! Lag out!
A lag
out on the first map.
Oh my goodness, with the way that was going too. That was so wild, and we're just going to straight reset.
It really brings a halt to the momentum, too. I mean, it was pretty close back and forth, but I think that Murder and Evo had a decent chance at kind of getting the upper hand there and closing it out. Have to see if this reset is going to hurt the momentum going forward.
Well, yeah, I mean, that hurts both teams. And I'm not 100% sure how they want to handle it because it was a clear, you know.
It was a straight lag out. Yeah, absolutely.
They might just do the silent rule, but that's just rough on the team that lags out, too.
It is. It's awful. Xbox Live has not been kind to us these past days.
Yeah, I'm not one of the organizers for this one, but I've been rethinking the silent rule for those reasons lately because it used to be kind of to punish people with bad connections a bit.
It's becoming more frequent amongst everyone.
Like the Phantom Dust game itself has so many issues that, you know, what can you do?
And the Xbox social core has been down a few times this week. That's actually scuffed up a lot of the chat speak as well, which has made some things difficult. Luckily, in tournament, you typically just use party or a Discord chat or something, but it can be really annoying.
Yeah, nothing's perfect on that, unfortunately.
No. Certainly beyond control.
Well, it looks like whatever they're going to be doing, it's at least a replay on Palace. I might just ask for clarification. Because I think that looked like a cross lag to me. I don't know. Well, maybe he just full straight lagged.
He just straight dropped. It looked like he full straight dropped. But, I mean, there's no way to really know.
Especially from our end, because we can't hear anybody else.
I mean, when we came back to the lobby, he was missing from the list. Oftentimes with cross lag, when you come back, everybody's still in. Sometimes I don't know. Could be either way, I suppose. Regardless, it is a full reset.
Well, I'm asking them if they're going to be doing just a replay or the silent rule. I'm not sure. Looks like he just saw my message.
Also wondering if they're going to choose to play the same arsenals or switch them up, or what the move there is as well. I didn't really see before what Evo's... I guess it would be a different arsenal since he was playing Opti, so now we see a Faith nature out of Evo, it looks like, for the next match.
So I got clarification they are going to be doing the silent rule.
Okay. And just as a bit of a reminder, the silent rule, so that would count as a quote-unquote loss for Ska Boss and Jester. They play again. If they lose again, it's the point going to Murder and Evo. If they win, there's a third as well.
It's essentially a best-of-3 now on Palace, whereas the team that didn't have the lag-out issue gets a win in said best-of-3. So currently on the Palace best-of-3, Evo and Murder stand with a win. If they win the next game, move on to the next map. If
That's
Jester and
interesting.
Skaboss win, they've got to win a second Palace match after that, and then they would get the
Right.
point for Palace.
Interesting. And it does look like at least Evo has decided to switch up Arsenal. So I'm quite curious to see, what our other players are going to bring and how this is going to. I suppose it would be their second best choice to bring to Palace and how that's going to play out.
Yeah.
Saw a lot of laser pressure and blasters from both Evo and Murder along with the Rians.
It's a shame we didn't get the full payoff, but boy, what a
It
opening
is.
to the series right there. Both teams
It was definitely
came
a
in
barn burner.
swinging.
Oh yeah, a lot of early pressure. And again, from what we saw from Evo, recovering from a pretty shit aura start there, just to get back in the game and deliver that pressure.
Yeah. It wasn't the worst Aura start for him. He had a lot of high-cost skills, but it really wasn't that bad of an Aura start. He just had to get to that boost mine.
It was potentially more of a poor situation or hand than a crappy Aura start.
I think Jester actually had the harder start than Evo did because we saw him stuck at like 3 and 4 Aura for quite a long time.
Right. Absolutely.
And that might have been what made him so weak towards the end game was the bad Aura start because he was the one that still had on another attack at the end. He maybe had something left that we didn't get a chance to see, but
right. We saw both Skaboss and Jester only had 5 capsules in their bench at the end there.
Yeah, Murder and Evo were at similar capsule numbers.
Yep. It was definitely a close game. Oh, looks like they've reset. All right, excellent.
Much
okay. Absolutely. With an orb, but first he's going to pick it up to avoid probably whatever purple Murder has. Is that a popping from Ska?
Sound like Murder used like a thieving imp or something.
Is he close to anyone's bench? I didn't really see if he could get to anyone's base.
Might have just been getting rid of it. I don't know. Or maybe it was a diabolical trick and just accidentally.
Oh. Ice sword onto Jester. Skaboss breaking the glacial wall early with a fire Gehenna.
That is a diabolical trick. And now
at Murder.
Ice, that's a rough start. This is going to be bad.
Yeah. That is a nasty little combination there, freezing with the pop out.
Ice sword and popping is truly deadly.
Oh yeah. The Ebony Special. Looks like we're seeing it here too. Oh, nice, using the pole there for cover.
Looks like a turbulence did take the diabolical trick there.
Okay, nice.
Evo and Murder come out super far ahead on that trade.
Oh yeah.
Are you getting the stream jumping a lot like I am?
Yeah, there's a little stutter here and there for sure. Another stimulate out of Evo. Gonna pop it.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Evo's got a fantastic start. Getting that much aura, being able to just pop the stimulate as soon as it draws.
Definitely puts Jester and Skaboss on the back foot too. Avoiding those, 5 damage Rians right off the bat there. Oop. That's a one-shot on Skaboss at half of Jester's health. Oh, that pops the glacial wall. Good, avoiding the Rians by jumping down. Ooh, Skaboss takes one in the back.
They can't afford to take these trades. They're so low.
Yep.
This game can be over real fast. Tech circle down.
And there's the ice sword to
Skaboss
freeze
down,
up
he's
Skaboss.
frozen. This game is in dire jeopardy right here.
Wow.
Very little chance to win.
Oh, good block there though.
He does catch that sword. Now if he can still block the
Oh,
Rian, he's got it.
wow. He jumped right behind the stairs, avoiding the Rian and got the pickup.
Well done by Jester.
Absolutely. Great map awareness there too, using the stairs
Return to
as
nature,
shield
not gonna
there.
cut through that orb.
Not even close. They're gonna try though. Oh, they get a free Rian for their troubles. Evo deciding not to need more aura. Gonna keep the Rian. 2 reins are probably not the worst thing in the world if he loses one of them. You can throw with more abandon now.
That wall of fire is gone.
Yep. Evo's lost 1 rein, has another still.
Murder's got a glacial wall that they can't punch through right now.
Yeah, no, they have no damage buffs at all and no heavy hitting skills, it looks like, at the moment.
Jester and Stalboss are doing a good job of staying in the game, but they're not in the driver's seat.
They're definitely hemorrhaging, I'd say.
No,
Oh, all they have to do is hang him.
He's already hung.
He's already hung? Oh, man. Yeah, no, that's it. There's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah.
That's a terrible place to die. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Stalboss at this point is just playing for pride.
Yeah. That was hard to see. Especially after such a great opening where they were much more hand-to-hand, I think, trading back and forth. That was definitely a bit of a beatdown. Demoralizing, too, from that pop-out beginning to getting hung, having your partner hung on top there.
Yeah, unfortunate turn of events.
Mm.
Did we see what map we're on? Not yet.
Haven't seen yet. It is Ska Boss's and Jester's choice. Don't know where they're going yet. Looks like they're deliberating. After that kind of loss, what kind of map would you yourself probably choose? More of a coin flip map, or definitely somewhere where you can control the tempo a bit more?
I mean, there's maps you know that they probably don't like. I think
Sure.
Sign is a good one they could go for. We all know Murder doesn't like Sign very much.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, yeah, I'd say maps like City and Panorama where you're rolling the dice. They kept up with them in the first game, but they did seem to be a little outclassed in the second game. So it depends on if they think they are on their same footing or if they want to enter a little RNG in there to try and shake things up.
That is a good question. I mean, honestly, it was just that monstrous start at the start of the game. It was just hard to come back from that.
Yeah, getting hit like that with the Ice Sword, Diabolical Trick, and then just losing the trades that heavily.
Oh, yeah.
Really bad
Yeah, no, the Simulate Ran immediately after was...
And they do go for Panorama. I guess that's
they do go for Pano. Yeah. I think we're going to see some heavy-hitting melee skills here.
Well, yeah, I mean, Panorama's always going to be Panorama things. I don't think I've ever seen a game of Panorama that wasn't a game of Panorama.
That sounds like an accurate statement.
There's going to be at least a Willow, a Psycho Burst, probably a Ricochet Laser, and a Lucifer's Arrow in there somewhere.
That does sound very Panorama. Hopefully we can see a game closer to the first game we saw. A little bit more back and forth. To see if, Ska and Jester can keep up or if they really are outclassed at this point. Hopefully they can push favor back their way.
All right, finally we're into the next game. Really getting in there.
Early Ice Sword. Does miss the Lightning Sword.
Now, though.
Yep.
Oh,
kind of.
Can he keep it frozen? Can he get the shield?
Nope. Jester jumping on the box to avoid the sword. Scott coming in to help with what little he has at this point. Hopefully something. Maybe a Rian? Yep, there it is.
Turn nature or lose it.
He keeps it. He does choose to overwrite the other shield. Or no, he overwrite the Ice Sword.
Yeah.
It's an interesting decision. Oh, He's gonna lose it anyways.
Quite shield. Trying to bait out the shield of Jester.
Bunch of Rians. Oh!
Psycho wave, by the way.
That's a one use, right?
Yep.
Hmm.
Hit him back with the fire Gehenna as well, but Evo is on the losing end of these trades.
He is. Although he's gonna take a lot of attacks.
Did he get the reincarnation?
No. Oh, he might have actually. Because the Rian was on the bottom choice for Ska.
Yeah, he may have gotten both. Ska's got another, though.
Alright, I'm sure they're going to go for the pickup. He's going to Dark Hole here in front of Murder.
That or the Fire Gehenna.
Or the Fire Gehenna is probably the better choice. Nice. Hits with the fire, but that was Murder's fire.
Yeah.
Not
He
even.
got interrupted by the Quantum Amp before he could fire.
Yep, there's the pickup. Right, shield heavy on Ska as well.
Help is bursting now after this quick pickup.
Yep. Narrowly misses that lightning sword.
Yeah, Skaboss got a little lucky on that one.
Definitely seen swords wrap around corners like that before.
We gotta know Jester's looking for the Psycho Burst too.
Yep, sitting at 7 aura.
Oh,
Oh, that debris doesn't hit Jester. Incredibly avoids that.
look what shield Skaboss lost out of 3 had. There was a recall, in fact.
Evo's dropping the Gehenna to pick up Rian. Definitely more of a stable spam choice. Can bait out some shields with it. Oh. Ooh, nice hit with that lightning sword, yeah. Oh.
Connects on Evo though.
Oh, he didn't connect on anyone else either.
Flex mirror. Choice of Murder takes a big one.
That was a good connect.
As soon as things started to get one-sided, that came out of nowhere. Murder's got the lose of the arrow though.
They're at still pretty equal health. Murder does have the advantage with the Lucifer Darrow's pan. Oh, excellent! That's a good block there. Oh, Reflect Mirror on Sardonic.
He's got to watch it, that lightning sword can take that.
Yep.
Skaboss is shieldless. Murder taking damage. It's down to 1.
They're gonna try and execute. Oh, no. Murder's gonna try and stay alive, I think, to... Oh, no, they are gonna execute, okay.
We thought it might be Murder goes down. Pickup spade.
Sardonic's looking for that next Psycho Burst hit. Oh, he does get hit with the lightning sword. Oh, Skaboss is a hard pickup with no shields. Oh, but he makes it and
what a cartwheel!
Avoided the Vrian and the ice sword. Putting them at even health once again.
Jester's just still shieldless. It's double Rians.
Straight up Rian fight in the middle. Oh, he picked up a Psycho Shell. That'll help.
That's gonna help a lot. Yeah, the stairwell's where they want to be.
Absolutely.
At least not out in the open where those double Rians can abuse the jumper. Especially when Skaboss is also shieldless.
Yeah, no, it's a rough spot to be in. I'm sure they're digging. Oh, but Ska's base is pretty much in a danger zone right now. It's not a good place to be, but he has to be there to get a shield. Oh, narrowly cartwheels one and the other. Hasn't gotten hit by the Rian yet. Jester also trying to keep his ass out of the fire.
So close, narrow everywhere.
Yeah, these dodges are very close. Definitely paper thin margin. Oh, narrowly misses that Rian. Running around trying to get the opportunity to dig without being spammed. Oh, that was a great
Jester.
shield. Absolutely. That lightning sword is up to 9 on Evo. He doesn't have too many uses with it left. Takes a long time for it to come back, too.
Oh, he kills his own partner.
Oh, can you get the pickup?
He does.
Excellent. Let's see.
Everybody knows he's got it, though, so it's Photon Burst and Psycho Burst.
Glacial Wall on Scott. Oh, the lightning sword. Fake. Oh, he misses that one, though.
Scottbot's playing a really tight defense right now.
Absolutely. Going for that Ram spam. Oh, nope.
I see he actually picked up the orb. I think
You
he's
think,
doing
you think
it
that was
a bit
mispress?
faster. I mean, maybe just accidental decision, but
Maybe.
I don't think
Or I mean, there might be
Bregan gets tagged again. Jester's at 1.
might be a
they're gonna go
clinching
for the revive
skill somewhere in his deck. Oh, there's a Dazzle on Sardonic now.
Uh-oh, Scottboss is frozen. Jester is at 1.
Oh boy. Oh, but Murder
with
misses
fresh
2 lightning swords.
Looks like both are blocked. But the fresh lightning sword
Oh, it's blocked?
actually
Okay,
takes
so
it
the Psycho. Yep, Psycho shall hit them. Cool.
Evo's got his own fresh.
Oh, Evo's got it. Yep.
Drops the fortress.
So it's just gonna be Rian spam and lightning sword.
It's a shame he has that orb because then he could have run Fortress and Glacial. Murder and Evo are now one shot apiece.
Jester still sitting at 1. Scott's still at a nice, healthy looking 10. Is Murder Evo gonna execute the other? It don't seem like they want
They
to.
should have executed. Somebody should be executed.
I agree. Oh,
They're popping now, but this
they're going for a pop. That's not something I would personally have done. I probably would have gone for the rush for the attack. I don't think they have a chance in popping at the moment. I mean, Eva's at 6.
Yeah, they popped Murder though.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know. That seems risky. It seems like they're going to get hit in the back
Jester
more.
might be able to go and get some of Evo's capsules. I think it's a shatter though. I don't think they actually have kill pressure with it.
They have a much better shot trying to get this damage in with Evo at 5 and Murder at 1 than popping them out, I think.
This is coming down to a minute 25.
Yeah, I'd go for the... Well, maybe they're going for a draw instead of
Never thought
anything
I'd
else.
see the day that I'd catch a draw in Panorama.
That is pretty nuts.
Anything can happen.
The Psycho
Murder's at
Burst!
1.
The Psycho Burst! And they're spamming Murder with the Rian.
Oh,
He catches the Psycho
and
Burst!
there he's
Oh,
down.
but the Rian! The Rian takes it after the fortress goes down. What a close match.
Came down to the wire. Scottboss and Sardonic Jester digging deep to pull out that win right there.
Honestly, I thought Murder had that pickup after he got the Psycho Burst with the Fortress. It was going to be close.
Yeah, that 1 health is just so volatile because anything sneezes in your direction, and if your defense isn't impeccable, you can go down. And I don't know, was that might have been one of those 2 aura remaining Rians there, last ditch attempt by Scott.
Yeah, I didn't quite see, but it definitely looked.
If it were me,
It was certainly manual.
I would take the shot with the 2 aura, even so in that situation, because
Yeah.
if he does make the pickup, you can probably pull out the draw.
Right.
But boy, what a series so far. It's just 1-1, but it feels like we've already been here for hours.
Well, that's been 3 games already?
Yeah. 3
At a
games.
1-1? Yeah, 3 games. 2 of them tremendously close.
And only 2 of them counting.
And only 2 of them counting. This is definitely shaping up to be quite a series.
That's some stiff mental there out of those guys to make a comeback like that and fight that hard on Panorama. You gotta
Absolutely.
wonder, Murder and Evo have both been known to be emotional players if this has them riled. I know that they were upset after the having to remake on Palace.
Right.
But now adding this into the mix,
You think you could tip the scale in the other direction?
It could. I know me
We'll
in
see.
those shoes, you know, I could be really frustrated myself, and I know they're both emotional players as well.
I mean, mental fortitude is definitely something that factors into this. Absolutely. So I think if I was Murder and Evo, from here I probably would pick somewhere that is very easy to control tempo, potentially from a distance.
Well, they picked the other coin flip. They went for City.
The other coin flip. Fascinating.
I would have thought they'd pick something like Highway, Refinery. No, they're going to City. The double cartwheeler's picking City as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's interesting.
Oh, Evo's up high. Jester's also up high. Jester and Skaboss got a lot of yellows.
Yep. Heard at least one boost mine. I think that was from the Ska. Yeah, that's Ska. Yep. I mean, it's potentially a risk to get back up to his perch. I'm wondering.
Another boost
mine. It does seem that way.
Still hasn't jumped down. He also Mephisto's packed it.
Oh, return to nature.
I think he's got an Enviro. He's going to look at home with
But that would be an interesting play. Skaboss. Oh, the memory lapse hang.
What is it, hung? No, it's just laid.
No, it's just laid. I think it's on the air conditioning type unit thing over there. Oh, no, it's not. It's just the Jester's base.
Yep.
He's just going to protect it. I mean, it might have just been to get the pressure off, to be honest. For a brief second. Yeah, that might have... Oh, they are popping.
Alright, he's going to lay it. It looks like he may not have had the amulet or whatnot for it yet. Now he has it. So he's going to jump to wherever he's laying it.
Oh, there it goes.
Murder misses with the Fire Gehenna. There it goes.
Is that hung?
It is. That's up there. There's no way to get to that without a levitation again.
Oh, okay. That is going to be... I mean, if Murder and Evo just brought pure Opti spam, it's going to be rough.
Faith. They both have Faith. He's even got Photon Barrier. So he's going to have a reincarnation later. Murder's got reincarnation in there.
And they have reliable shields.
At least Evo has, Photon Barrier. This is actually nowhere near as bad as it could be. It's about as good as it could be, honestly. Evo's just looking for...
Have to wonder if they thought that maybe the memory lapse hang was a possibility.
I mean,
so they wanted to bring something.
They had those violent changes, but right now, unless Skaboss really starts recalling... Well, there he goes.
Which you just did. You just
did. They're lower in capsules. There's
Caster's
probably
Curse.
Reincarnation. Nope. That's a twist.
They are lower in capsules. Evo is the lowest,
taking
though.
Quite a bit of damage, though.
So if they wanted to just kind of go for a blitzkrieg move here and just pop out Evo without worrying about their own capsules to try and get Murder on the back foot. And Murder's at the lower health now, too.
Like, Evo's slow digging, but I honestly, I know the pop-out's coming, but really your only chance is if you can get in early with the double reincarnation rush.
Right.
And they're letting Skaboss just play this out.
They really are. It doesn't look like they have reins in hand. Well, Murder has one.
If this is all their answer is right now, Skaboss is eventually going to be able to recall Violent Chains now.
I would assume that Evo just doesn't have a rein, or for whatever reason doesn't want to dig for it at the moment.
It would be truly odd to me to make an Optic Faith and not have a reincarnation.
Oh, absolutely.
Or any Faith deck without a reincarnation.
Absolutely. It is a staple skill.
Jester decides to die. I think he should have been maybe hanging around the boxes or something there.
Was that an accidental death?
I mean, it wasn't accidental. He was just out in the open against a reincarnation as a jumper.
All right, he's going for the pickup though. Oh,
Oh boy, come on, don't throw like this.
okay. Oh,
They get it.
no.
They get it. But that's the only attack Evo had. If he can just avoid murder. Good cartwheel. He's got it. He's got it. He's got it.
That was an odd play. Murder and
I gotta
Evo
mute
really
for a
need to
minute.
pick up a... Alright, I'll go ahead and cover while Bregan's not around. But, yeah, no, Murder and Evo really need something here. Evo needs to find a Rian or... Well, I mean, now it's I suppose too late. They're really on the back foot. Evo is probably about to be popped out if he's not careful. With Ska's recall loop running.
Let's
Looking
see.
for a couple more
Does he
violent
have
changes.
The reincarnation? No,
He does
there's
not.
more
Just another
lasers.
twist laser. I mean, yeah, no, even some well-timed shots just don't do enough. They're just not hard enough hitting skills to try and risk it.
needs to speed this up or they're going to go to a timeout.
Yeah. A quantum decay in Evo's base. And it's popped. Evo's at 2 capsules with murder in
I
hand.
think popping capsules does reset the fast countdown.
Oh, he's gonna go for the quantum decay.
Jester already had the amulet.
Oh, and Skaboss too! Skaboss didn't lose any
I mean,
aura
at
either.
24 aura, it doesn't hurt now.
It really doesn't, but it's interesting that they both had either amulet or presumably
Now,
amulet.
does he
since
have
they're
a way to
both
get rid
okay.
of Evo's last capsule?
I'm sure they must. Oh, and he loses the photon barrier. He is shieldless with a memory lapse
There it
on
goes.
and just popped out, murder in hand.
So now it'll be a 2v1 versus murder once he bleeds out.
With
Not having
a memory
the photon
lapse
barrier
on.
is actually pretty big too.
It is. That's a dire situation.
Assuming Skaboss has picked up his Rian once again.
And while murder's at 12, as soon as he's up, Ska has free reign to try and pop again.
I'm not sure why he would break that. Murder
Good hit
goes
on
down
Murder with the
to
lightning sword.
That's an odd skill to have in there, I gotta say.
I assume it's
He's
probably
frozen. He's
for...
frozen. Can they close it now?
Does he get, yep, you got the pickup. I assume it would be for pre-memory lapse. Or, again, if you just need a clutch hit to get rid of a shield.
Honestly, they might not lose here because I don't think they can pop out Murder. And it's just Jester versus Murder Rian on Rian.
Did Skaboss lose a Rian early on? Or did he not pack one?
I think he overrode it, trying to get through things.
Only 3 capsules left, and it doesn't look like he has any recall. At least not when he wants to use. This might go to a draw.
We've got to hit Murder twice. Next time Evo's revived, I don't know if he has enough health to quite make it across the map.
This guy's tried to fake out murder with a couple of shield fakes.
Did he get it? No. Okay.
No, he didn't,
But
he did
he's
waste
dead
that
in one
shield.
shot now. He's dead in 1 shot instead of 2. Honestly,
He
I think
is.
that was a mistake.
There it
There
is!
it is!
There it is.
Oh boy, what a tight situation that they put them in there. They
Yeah,
played around it about as well as they could.
absolutely.
Is Evo about to pull a Kanye? Is he mad?
Maybe. I mean, we were just talking about
He's
it just the
hovering
match
the-
before.
He's hovering the yellows and purples.
We were just talking about that situation before, as if they really are tilted and can't get it together after those 2 interesting defeats, shall we say.
Yeah, boy. What a series. Pulling
It
out a
is.
second win. You know, I would have had to say before this series, I would have favored Evo and Murder here.
Absolutely, I agree.
But Sardonic, Jester, and Skaboss are really showing up today.
Proving their mettle for sure.
Man, especially in an uphill battle like this, Think of the team morale when your captain takes down the enemy captain when one captain would have been pretty heavily favored here.
Yeah. No bias, of course.
No bias, but Team Murder can suck it.
Fair enough.
I mean, that's enough. Like when we're talking about the mental game too, that's got to be another hit too.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
As evolution there, I don't know if he somehow missed his Rian or if he didn't pack one in that Optic Faith arsenal.
Yeah.
But I would be kicking myself if I didn't pack it.
I agree.
Because if he just packed a Rian there and had Rian Photon Barrier.
That just seems like such a strange oversight to make.
Yeah.
It's just one of those skills that is there because it's repeatable, isn't going to be affected by memory lapse, and can also go under things like
reduce entropy.
Chaos, reduce entropy. Yeah, not chaos, reduce entropy, or even Force Sanctuary. I think like it's a valuable skill.
Yeah, it can handle all three of the worst environmentals.
Absolutely. So to not pack it is ludicrous. Plus, its tracking is just ridiculous.
And its ability to not get erased by shields, Rian is broken.
It really is. Definitely a top 3 skills in the game, I would
It's
assume.
easily the number one. There's nothing. Yeah. There is no contest for being the number one skill. Like there's some other notables, but there are none that you can make an actual argument for over it.
Yeah.
I think if we're getting into rankings too, I think number 2 is also pretty indisputable. It's got to be Vibration Laser.
Oh yeah, I would also agree. It's definitely one of those. Again, just fallback. It has great pressure and damage, easy spammability, and that the shape of it makes it really nice to use at any range.
Yep.
Easy for manualing. I mean, I've seen many a time a Vibration Laser go hand to hand with a Flame Sword, and if you're able to do it right, you can come out on top with a Vibration Laser.
You can. All right, looks like he's pulling a Kanye.
Oh boy.
Optic Faith. It's the Recall Violent Change.
Oh, and a terrible Aura Start. Oh god, a 0.
No, the mulligan was worse.
From 2 to 0. And the early Rian pressure.
Whoop his ass, Jester.
Oh man.
That's truly tragic.
Jester is holding an aura, or is that an Enviro?
He's holding aura because he's worried that he's going to do some sort of
No, because of that horrible, no good, very bad aura start. Oh, Lightning Sword swing.
That eraser could get rid of one of those attacks if Evo plays his cards right.
I'd definitely try and aim to get rid of the Rian. Oh, too late now. Jester has the 6 aura. Won't be erased. Yeah, if he had picked up that eraser sooner, it would have been very beneficial, because you could get rid of that Rian.
And getting 2 of them in his first 10 capsules is absolutely life-saving.
Yep. Evo's still at a pretty big loss, though, at the moment, with only a relearn, recall, and violent change.
Coming in, that's going to hurt. Those skills don't get recalled.
No, and those were some key skills, it looked like. And the Quantum Decay. Oh, man. I can just sense the tilt.
I think Murder did it.
Murder did the Quantum Decay?
I think so.
Well, I mean, if Evo can get to enough to use the recall, sure, it's fine then. That does get rid of Jester's popping ability for the time being.
What did we lose up there? It looks like a yellow and a purple.
I think there's definitely a purple. Oh.
Pops out a quick violent change, but I don't know how much he actually got.
Alright, the amulet to avoid the future quantum decays, and a boost mine. So Evo has recovered pretty nicely from his awful aura start there. One of Murder's favorite skills, Dash, is in his hand.
Jester's gonna get another one. If that's a recall, that's huge. Another Quantum Decay.
Yeah, those Quantum Decays, if they're able to keep them up, really gonna hurt.
The Quantum.
Does look like Skaboss has an orb or amulet, probably an orb actually, since we see Stimulate, in hand.
Turbulence,
so he's gonna be safe with Quantum Decay. Oh, a Turb would be huge right now. Or maybe wait until Evo has a purple in hand.
Burger just lost his shield to Skaboss, who I think has an orb on.
He definitely does. Because he wasn't hit by the Quantum earlier. He's been sitting in 10 ore for a minute. Oh, Jester willing to throw it. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Going for the damage might be safer. Oh, and the pop.
He's got Skaboss popped out.
Yeah. Yep, oh, there's the relearn into it again. Oh. This is looking dire for Jester and Skaboss at the moment. Oh, and the pop out. Jester sitting at 3. That is rough. All Evo needs is one more relearn, or another violent change, or even for Murder's camp too could work.
That's if he gets it though.
That is if he gets it. Avoiding the aura, yeah, he definitely
with
wants
the
to.
diabolical trick may have messed him up. And I don't know if Murder has his own way to finish the pop out or not.
Evo's avoid. Oh, there's the second one. Yep, that's it. He's waiting.
Oh, the turbulence. He did try to get it, but it was a little too late.
Yep, that's it. Oh, he's just going to aggressively hop towards Evo.
I assume at some point he's going to return to lobby. Oh, I guess they just want us to suffer.
And the eraser doesn't take it. He's just going to run at him, I suppose.
Yeah, that was pretty fortuitous. I don't know what that yellow is. He had just enough to get him out. Yeah. That would have put him out of the game, too. That was his last violent that he was going to be able to do. Because Jester was so well earlier. Honestly, if Murder hadn't gotten those boost mines,
it would have been game over.
Early, I think that was game over.
I mean, if they got the pressure onto Evo early, it would have been rough. With that, the D-trick in hand, I mean, he'd have trouble with violent changing if all of his recalls were gone. Flame Sword on Skaboss, just a few swings. Just for pride. Starts trying to get the pickup, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to make it to the countdown clock.
No, it's over. I mean, I appreciate them trying to, though.
If they had closer spawns, it'd be pretty hilarious if they did go for the try, but I think once you're bleeding out, I don't think the clock can come on.
Maybe they just want to get the kill on Evo. That's what Jester seems to want.
Hey, it's all about them 20 credits.
It is absolutely. Oh, he doesn't lose the Rian, though. And the Quantum Decay just to add insult to injury. And Skaboss cartwheels off. Jester at 4. Oh, and to prevent Rian! Wow.
Too long of a run.
What a way to try and tip the scales back in their favor, too. At a 2-1 loss, they went for the pop-out and refinery and got it, so we're sitting at 2-2.
Yeah, that was
going to our... It really was, especially when you factor in the fact that Evo had that atrocious aura start. If it wasn't for Murder's god save of a boost mine, 2, in fact, he would have been in dire peril. It does take us to our 6th and final game, presumably final, assuming there's no more shenanigans.
Whew. Wonder which one's going to be longer, this series or the Ebony series?
My bet would be on the Ebony series.
This one's been pretty long.
I already know Ebony series has multiple draws.
Spoilers.
Presumably. I'll just start reading off Evo's Arsenal list names.
Waiting to see where Game 5 is going to take us. Coin flip maps are done.
Coin flip maps are done. That's
For
true.
me, I'd pick Sign. We know Murder doesn't like it. He's just going to run Tiger Strength, Twist, and Slide there 90% of the time. If you come ready for it, Sign is your map.
That's true. Just bring a turb or a few. I don't know. Do you expect them to run something janky again? Potentially with a Quantum Decay pop out or something of that sort again?
Who knows?
Standard Faith Nature Rein deck, it looks like.
I mean, we still don't have the map as far as I can tell. This is what he used on Palace the second time.
Right.
Orb, Stimulate. He's only got one of those each, and he managed to get them both early in that game. That's pretty impressive.
That is. Some god tier draw. Don't we all wish we could draw like Evo? Until Refinery.
Yeah, and then you just draw like Murder, and it's fine.
No, don't draw like Murder. Murder always complains about how often he has to override his shields, where he doesn't have enough shields.
But when he brings 7, of course
True.
you're going to have to override a few. So it does look like we're headed to lane.
Okay.
You can probably expect the same thing out of Murder there, though. Most of the time he's going to run Tiger Strength, Twist, and Slide here.
Right. Wondering if we're going to see Bravery out of Skaboss and Jester. That seems to be a popular choice here.
I think Skimmy's match might be playing right now. What matchup was that even?
I'm not sure. Off the top of my head.
Let me see if I can go find out.
Yeah, it's currently running.
You went and checked the...
Yeah, I'm checking the link now.
So Skimmy and Schmidt... Skimmy and Game God versus Mark and Anubis?
Yes, that sounds right. Right, so Skimmy was actually telling me that there were some connection issues, and they were trying to figure out a decent medium ground, and I don't know if they ended up doing the 1v1 type thing, which happened, I think, a tournament ago. Snow Schmidt and I had a similar situation, and one of us had to do a 1v1. Or if they ended up having replacement partners, or maybe the connection issues were solved. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, that's another one we'll have to see later today. Goodness, that's like, what, 4 or 5 matches going down today?
It is. I do got to say, for the format that this is, the draft format, we've seen some excellent games, and the quality of these have certainly not dropped. And the frequency of the action has been nice. All of these matches have really been some great games to watch.
Goodness, these guys are taking forever in lobby.
They certainly are.
Game 5 is tense. It's hard to settle in on what you want to do.
Sometimes you just gotta let go and just throw everything at the wall and hope something sticks. It does seem that Evo and Murder are pretty happy with what they've chosen. Sardonic and Jester, or sorry, Sardonic and Skaboss seem to be deliberating over what they want to go with. Oh, maybe some indecision from Evo and Murder as well. At the very least from Evo.
That's a very passive deck there. Safety
Hence,
Blitz.
yeah, I about to say, hence the name Safety. This is a tense moment. Also, in the greater scheme of things, as far as this round is concerned, it's been pretty back and forth as well between Murder and Skaboss's teams. I think as it stands, everything was at 2-1 or 3-2.
Yeah,
Something like that.
I think it was 3-1 before this series. We don't have
Right.
the Ebony versus Guinan results. And then there's this series, which is going to its 5th or 6th game, depending on your viewpoint. And then we have Skimmies as well.
Right. And we still have a few more games coming up, I believe, later this weekend.
I know we have our match, and then I think
Yep.
there should be one more.
Who haven't we seen play this round? Oh. Who haven't we seen play? I'm trying to think.
Let's see. I've got it pulled up over here.
That would be faster and more efficient.
Snowtide
Yes.
and Mirage played Nathan and Odin earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep, I watched that stream live.
Actually, I think ours might be the only one not to be played.
Oh, look at us being the slowpokes. Sorry, everyone.
Until Sunday.
Yep. Sunday.
I was the one that had to wait until Sunday last time, too. That's a bit of a rough start.
Yeah, not fun or a start. Well, he can throw at least one Rian if he needs to, and one lightning sword. Oh, looks like
lightning sword.
He does indeed. Lunar Force down.
There's the ice sword. Is there a shatter, or is he just going to sit with ice sword?
Oh, no, he's just going to pursue. Or attempt to. Rain of Rocks.
Okay.
That's different.
Surprised he didn't drop one of the Rians there. Oh, Hungry Demon comes out. Very nice dodge onto the vacuum slash.
Absolutely.
Jester continuing to get mileage out of Hungry Demon. They're playing uber safe here with Murder running his rain arsenal instead of the laser.
Yeah, they're looking to not have any of their attacks taken. Yeah, I would replace the Rian with a Fire Gehenna. Break some shields.
Yeah, I think the Judgment can go.
Even a Judgment, yeah, absolutely. Oh, he does replace one of the Rians. Misses Skaboss. Oh, Turb's gonna take the Judgment, so would have been safer to overwrite that anyways. Orb. I don't think I would have picked up the Orb.
Into Orb, and there was nothing this game that really suggested it was necessary. I guess
yeah, I agree.
Hungry Demon is rough on you, but
I agree.
I'd rather have the button free than worry about the Hungry Demon.
Absolutely. Orb is always a tricky pick. If they're not running something absolutely detrimental, it's a bit of a dead thing in your hand. Oh, that was a nice hit on the Skaboss. Yeah. That does put Ska at a huge health deficit. However, Sardonic is the healthiest of everyone at the moment. Murder and Evo sitting at the same health. Oh!
Murder doesn't get hit there, honestly.
Was that the Psycho Burst out of Murder? It looked like it. The 10 damage on it. Oh, 4 damage on
shieldless against those Rians. That's real dangerous.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
That's another one gonna hit.
Yep, and they're pursuing him.
They got a lot of work done.
Missing with that Fire Gehenna again. Oh, Flame Sword connects.
This is where he needs to stay until he has a shield.
He's got to be careful though because of Evo's Fortress. Oh, they both have, or Scott has a Fortress as well. Yeah, Sardonic and Scott have a Fortress. Evo's a Fortress. Yeah, one Rian is all it takes. And there it is.
He's on top of it, so no problem.
Alright, trades out the Fire Gehenna, probably smart move. Picks up a vacuum wall. I think the vacuum wall, I mean, I would probably...
should have just blocked there.
Alright, there we go. Over it's the vacuum wall with the flamethrower. That's gonna give him some better in-your-face damage, I think. Since all he can erase right now is the re-ins.
Jester's got to be careful right now.
Oh.
There it goes.
Skabas has a decently tough pickup. Granted, he has 3 shields. Oh, one of them's a glacial. That's gonna take care of the re-in. Gotta be careful. Oh, he takes the Psycho Burst with the Fortress.
But he also lost the second shield there on the pickup.
Yep. So he's down from 3 to 1.
No, more popping going down on a murder. They've got a long way to go before that matters.
Yep, and Murder and Evo are on him
Murder
immediately.
Oh,
follows up with another Flame Sword onto Jester, though.
Skabas doesn't have an attack.
Good block from Jester, blocking both those reins with the Fortress. Ah, the stream keeps stuttering.
10 capsules is really not in the danger zone yet. Skabas is still not in there. He's got another attack just now. 2 attacks, it looks like.
Over it's the Fortress for Aura, for Evo. Picks up the Dark Hole. That could potentially grab a re-in from Jester if Jester isn't aware. Or Ska if he keeps spamming.
Jester takes a flamethrower.
Oh. However, he's going to be super vulnerable against that Flame Sword from Ska with only a Dark Hole. Overwrites it for the Fortress.
Oh.
Shield Fix gets punished. And then, yeah, absolutely. Wraps it up with the Flame Sword.
Oh,
the Murder takes it with the Angel's Wing.
But he's losing more and more capsules. He's getting to a point where this is going to be problematic.
Ooh, the Turb took the D-Trick! The Turb took the D-Trick. Glacial Wall and Skabas going to keep those re-ins in check.
He's low on capsules, but his last attack is a reincarnation, so that's something he can work with.
Lightning Sword from Evo could potentially take that Glacial out of Ska's hand if he's careful. Oh, there's the re.
Still at the health deficits.
But it is absolutely close. Oh, there's the reset.
Revive. He does that to get rid of the orb. Oh, well, he does get Murder at 10. That's Murder's first revive.
That was a smart move, though, getting rid of the orb to pick up the second shield.
The better move would have been to not pick it up earlier in the first place.
I absolutely agree. I don't think it was necessary, but... Looks like Murder gets frozen by Ska's Glacial Wall. Ska's chasing Murder up to the roof. Meanwhile, Evo's gonna
green now. Could be a Tiger Strength, which could be a big, big change here. It's a trance.
Yep, that is the Tiger Strength. Oh, it's a trance. Ooh.
That could be.
I mean, that's good to put in some damage, but that could be risky. Absolutely.
Take one. Angel's Wing gets broken. That is super worth it right now.
Oh, beautiful hit with the lightning sword out of Ska. That was a beautiful lightning sword hit across.
After a rally, they are 3 and 3. And
oh, another lightning sword hit. Oh, that's a tough pickup.
He's got him, though. No, he doesn't.
Ah! He had him in hand.
Game 5.
Wow.
Down to the wire. That was Jester and Skabas' match to lose, unfortunately, and Murder and Evo just
take the
managed
series.
to narrowly grab it from the jaws of defeat.
Wow. That was a tense match.
Well, our first captain's duel certainly paid off. What a series. Congratulations to all parties involved.
Absolutely.